see that rock? Right at the rock. Good morning. I got home at like 2 a.m. last night. Got awoken by that big ass motherfucker because he wanted to go take a trip over to Kohl's and meet Cole. And I got a lot of shit over here that you guys need updated on. Like way too much stuff. I don't even know if I remember what's here. So let's go inside. Hello. Hi. This is what they do all day, every day. They build everything. For a Shen. Is that a Hummer? That's your Hummer. When we dropped this off, sat on a lawn chair. It's literally a lawn chair. And then rolled it off the trailer. And now it's a rolling chassis. Well, it's had wheels and tires that be rolling, but completely frame off. Is this paint or powder? They painted all this? Damn, that was fucking good for paint. You can wet sand and buff a frame. I didn't even know it looked like that underneath everything. Like the diff sits like up inside there. And the,
different.
Wait, whoa. The brakes aren't even on the outside. They're in the inside. That's a brake. What the fuck? That is wild. It's like a monster truck has that like rotor on the top, almost like that, but it's on like the CV. It's on both sides too. There's one on that side too. What the hell? The more you know. So if you guys remember, a couple months ago, I dropped off an H1 or H2 Hummer. Is that an H1 Hummer? An old Hummer. Pop up a picture. Looks sick. This man, Corey, he was like, hey, I got this H1 project. I need it coming swaps. We need to make it insane. Take it, make it cool. And I was like, I can do that. None other than Cole Motors, the king of diesel swap. Called him up. I said, hey, my buddy has a huge project. You're the only person that has balls big enough to tackle it. Let me bring it over. Among my other projects that are here that I will find in a second, he's been building this Hummer for him. So not only is he putting a 6.7 Cummins in it, full frame off restoration. This was all disgusting. It was an H1 Hummer. I don't know what year that thing is, but it's definitely from like World War I, maybe World War II. Maybe, I think they drove it into the ocean at Hiroshima. And now it was like this. Like this is like a show truck. He's really hard to please, and I can't ever tell what emotion he's feeling. He's just always like, I pulled up and I thought it was beautiful, and he was just like, hand him like $2 million and he'd still be like, he looks like an H1 Hummer.
I thought you were going to say he looks like an H1 Hummer.
You look like an H1 Hummer. You think it's pretty sick? I can't genuinely tell what emotion you're feeling because you look like you just want to bite everybody's heads off every single 5 seconds. Sick though. I like it a lot. It's a little dusty, but you can genuinely wet sand and buff this frame where we put the body on, and it could be like a mirror. That'd be sick. This makes me excited because Murder Ram's frame got painted the same exact color, and if it was this good, I'd be happy. Hola! This doesn't look like an H1 Hummer. It looks like a show truck. Just trying to wrap my head around how this all works. Like the steering box is right here.
Oh.
This is the steering.
The shit?
It's got like, it looks like a golf cart steering. Like this is a design off like an old golf cart. I mean, I guess if it works. So the steering box is literally mounted on this side of the frame. Normal truck, it's mounted like right here, and there's a pitman arm, and it goes down and steers side to side. It literally steers on the inside. I don't know if that's to like protect it, so you can smash rocks and shit into the front right here, and your steering won't get messed up. That has to be. That'd be kind of smart. Good job, military. Look down the line. It's so simple. Like a Ram has like 17 fucking cross members all over the place. I've never seen a frame like this. It's like everything's protected. Like zoom all the way into the rear axle. Like you can't even get to anything. Upon further inspection, I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. It's kind of cool though. I low-key really like it. What is this for? This is where the shocks are down here. What is this?
Pick it up.
To pick it up?
Like the Chinooks, helicopters?
Yeah. I genuinely don't know. I'm really confused. Literally, that coil spring is as big as like 4 Ram 3500 coil springs. Which makes sense because you have to be able to tow with this. So everything's like way more beefy and way more intricate than you'd ever expect. Like you think H1 Hummer, honestly, I was thinking like a first gen frame, just like a little more beefy. So then you could like kind of hit a tree with it. Like you could probably throw this frame off of a cliff and it would last. Everything's boxed in, which is also not really a thing. I think this would literally crash into a lot of shit. This is like one vehicle you actually want to see a durability test. I'm pretty sure you can't fuck up this. I mean, it's basically a tank. I'm sorry. Does the rear steer? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's not a steering, but it looks like this is able to move. And theoretically, like that would lose in a tug of war against this thing. And then we're about to triple the horsepower or quadruple the horsepower. I don't know how much horsepower this was making. It's gonna be making like 700 wheel, so super slow. If you guys didn't know, Cole Motors is like a diesel shop, but they also farm during the day. So it's like a diesel shop at nighttime and an actual farm midday. That's why it's loud as shit. There's hay blocking my way. It's kind of sick. Now I'd like to use this time to tell you about today's sponsor. me. This is easily one of the sickest Duramaxes we have ever given away, and it could end up in your driveway with the simple purchase of a hat or a hoodie. This is Phantom, aka GFP 22. It's a 2016 GMC 3500 Denali with a custom Nardo gray wrap thanks to our guys over Mittens Custom, color match headlights and taillights. Underneath the hood, it's got deleted into an LML Duramax with a full straight piped exhaust. This thing sounds amazing and is an absolute menace on the road. With custom GFP traction bars so the rear end stays in place when you're doing nasty burnouts. 24x14 American Forest wheels, powder coated black, wrapped in brand new 33 1350 amp MTs. Inside's got fully loaded Denali leather interior with heated and cooled leather seats so your passenger princess stays happy. 30-piece LED rock lights that even has rock lights inside the grille and so much more. When you win this truck, I give you the title and the keys as well as $20,000 in cash to do whatever you want with. Head over to shopgfp.com, grab anything off the site and you're automatically entered to take this all home. This giveaway is coming to an end very quickly. Right now is times 10 entry multiplier. That means every $1 spent at the site gives you 10 entries for taking the keys to the truck and the cash. And who knows, in a couple weeks you could be getting a call from me telling you to come pick up your new dream truck. Good luck to everybody and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, now we're playing a game. Where the fuck is GameStop?
Oh, what?
Also in Amish country, I wasn't joking, where horses are actually more valuable than people. It's like Big Show and Little Show right there. For everybody that's wondering, where's Big Show? Here it is, found it. Hello, literally haven't seen it in forever. What's up? A long time ago, I used to have this really cool 2020 Chevy High Country dually. It's on 30s, 42, 12-inch FTS lift, L5P Duramax. It's literally baller as hell. It was my favorite tow rig to ever exist. And then fucked up the bed, so I threw a flatbed on it. And if you're new to the channel, this was like the holy grail of tow rigs. Now, why hasn't it been on the channel for like a year almost? Before I moved back to Indiana, I let Brandon 24B drive my truck. Now, if you know Brandon likes to break transmissions more than I like to break transmissions. And I think it was hauling cowboys somewhere for me. And the transmission on this decided to take a crap. So I kind of put it on the back burner. I threw it in the barn because we were in between moving and a whole bunch of other projects. And it kind of just sat there for a while. These trucks have a 10-speed transmission. Let me see how many speeds I have right now. It looks like I have a no speed. There's no transmission. Sick. Yeah, so trans is gone. The first trans, mind you, this is like not an old truck. Like this truck doesn't have high mileage or anything. Like there's no reason why the trans should have broke. What did I do with the first one? I sent somebody, I think Ethan, Brandon's brother, I sent him to Oklahoma, I think, paid really good money for a brand new trans. The guy told me on Marketplace it came out of a 2024 brand new 10-speed, literally 0 miles on it. They took it out of like a wrecked truck with 1,000 miles, took it to the dealership, and the dealership rebuilt it with paperwork. I had paperwork for everything. Took it over to Kohl's. I said, hey, can you swap this trans really quick? Brought it here. We threw the new trans in, reprogrammed it, everything. It was literally worse than the trans that was broken that we took out of it. I have 2 transmissions that don't fucking work. It's just been sitting here. We're literally building a 2,000 horsepower truck right now and a 900 horsepower, 800 horsepower Hummer and this. Everything's here right now. So we have 2 transmissions. Today on our to-do list is also grabbing both of these transes. We have to locate my 2 transmissions that are broken for this truck. Actually, a fan reached out right over by my house. He works at the local Chevy dealership and he said, hey, you bring the transes on my off time, I will work on the transes and I'll just charge you parts. Oh, that's great. So I was fucked over twice. Now we're gonna get unfucked over by one of you guys. So thank you. We're gonna grab the 2 transmissions, bring them all the way back home, get both of them rebuilt, and then I'll have 1 transmission to throw inside Big Show and then 1 transmission to throw inside the barn. So that if I ever break it again, I don't have to not have this truck for a year because I really like this truck. It doesn't look like much, but it honestly is one of my favorite trucks. It's got my switch panel up top for my 17 million lights. This thing has like literally almost 100 rock lights on it. It's lit up like a spaceship. So one person commented that there was too many shadows underneath the ground, so I literally put as many rock lights as we could, which also means the battery dies a lot. So if you have the rock lights on for more than an hour, the batteries literally are toast. Place batteries 3 times on this truck. 3 batteries, about to be 3 transmissions, 1 flatbed, and a whole bunch of tires, because this thing loves burnouts. Can't wait to have it back. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna take pictures of you and stare at them, cry myself to sleep. Look how beautiful this fucking truck is. To get it back, we got a lot to do, because I mean, it's nice. It just needs a little like repaint work here and there, and like 1 rock light fell off in the front and I blew the transmission, so I didn't really... Boing. Just like little stuff. These wheel lights have never worked, so I'm gonna take all the wheel lights off. Actually, no, they did work and then they stopped working. I hate wheel lights. We'll just make this thing super duper clean, but it has to be driving first for me to want to make it super duper clean. Till next time, Big Show, and hopefully that is soon. We need to find a murderer. 2nd gen. I don't see a rolling chassis. No. I found it.
I'm looking at it.
Trying to soak it in, actually. I haven't seen this truck at all. I've only seen pictures. I really don't know what they did to it. I think this is Murder Ram version 2. No, 3. Murder Ram version 3. And it's like not even the same truck anymore. Like the cab's the same. That's it. All right, so from the beginning, you can see single cab. That's normal. Long bed. This truck has never been a long bed. It's been a short bed its entire life. That's the whole theme of it. It was the fastest shorty that ever existed. The most terrifying shorty that ever existed. Problem with shorties is when they go down a drag strip, they don't really like squat and hook up the same as a long bed. And they also don't do drifting and donuts and burnout the same as a long bed does. So me and Cole made the decision to make it a long bed instead of a short bed because it would just be way faster, way more fun to drive, way smoother. And also we were in the middle of making it a dually or making it a single rear wheel. Can't make it a dually if it's not a long bed. So right now, the way it is, in 6 months or a year down the line, I'm like, you know, I want it to be fat, just like Big Show. I will throw a dually bed on this and we'll have a 2,000 horsepower dually, which would be kind of sick. I don't think anybody has that. Super clean still, just like Murder Ram expects to be. No motor. We will get to that in a second, but look at that fucking frame. Can you see on camera like how clean it is? It's covered in dust, but
For the most part.
it is very, very clean. Super clean. This is a 4th gen rolling chassis too. I bought a whole donor truck just for the frame of this and everything. That's why it's a long bed now as well. Being a 4th gen, the motor that goes inside here is not anything that Murder Ram has had so far. It had a 12 valve when I first got it. That probably made 1,100 horsepower. And then we took the 12 valve out because it was undrivable. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I put a 5.9 like out of a 3rd gen 24 valve in it, and then it was pretty fun. It was like 600-700 horsepower, super drivable, like more like a daily driver. Like you throw, like I'd throw Jade in this truck when it was a 24 valve and she'd go get her nails done. Like that's the type of truck that it was. Super fun to drive still, not as rowdy as before. And then I sold all of those parts to Cole and then we paid for the whole 4th gen swap with a 6.7 and the full manual bob body out of Cowboy, which is somewhere here, got it rebuilt. And I was like, let's make 2,000 horsepower. So that's what we're doing now. Moving to the interior. This is the part that I'm excited to see. I'm gonna need a flashlight for this because nobody's done this. Murder Ram's interior was lacking. It's a 2nd gen. No matter how much horsepower it makes, it'll always be a 2nd gen. I like to drive my trucks. Even when this truck makes 2,000 horsepower, I'm gonna drive the shit out of it. Did I just see a roll bar going through the
I was gonna
glass?
say, am I seeing something that...
Okay, never mind. Focus. I want this truck to be comfortable. Even if it's making 2,000 horsepower, I'm gonna drive the shit out of it. So I wanted it to be very, very comfy. This is a 4th gen dash and a 2nd gen with a roll cage. I didn't even know they painted it like this. Or this is powder. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Wait, so you can get... Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, if you're wondering how you get in and out of a drag truck, got little pins right here. Dude, that is gangster. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can't tell too much, but complete 4th gen dash. It'll have the big 4th gen screen. We have the same drag seats that were in it before, the OG seats. I actually really like these seats. We're either gonna use the OG seats or we're gonna reupholster 4th gen seats. Put those in here. The roll cage is fucking sick. That is actually probably my favorite part. It's hard to tell in like pictures and over the phone. Me and Cole don't really talk about what goes on as much. He kind of just does whatever he does, and I'm surprised. That is probably the most intricate thing I've ever had Cole do ever. Like, look at that's some like high-tech shit right there. I'm kind of really impressed. So now theoretically, if I roll the truck, I won't die. Also, you're not supposed to drive this truck without a helmet. I'm gonna drive it without a helmet. I do have that really cool carbon fiber one, so maybe not. Still have Pimp Daddy windows. I don't know what they're doing about door panels. I don't know if we're swapping the door panels to 4th gen door panels or if we're keeping the 2nd gen ones. I forgot that. We had a meeting about that, but I completely forgot what we said. Whatever Cole wants to do, honestly. Long bed. And it's not just a long bed. Well, it's actually not a long bed because it's a shell of a bed. Yeah, it's literally a shell. This is the lightest Murder Ram has ever been ever. Massive oh my god, I gotta move this. This fuel tank is huge.
Holy shit.
God damn. Brand new fuel cell. A whole bunch of, it looks like 2nd gen parts. There's a steering wheel. That's definitely my steering wheel. Full steering column, carpet. Wait, we gotta move all this. I gotta move all this really quick because I gotta see the underneath of this.
Murder Ram's coming alive every time you move it or touch it.
It's coming alive?
Yep, it's trying to move.
Is it? It just makes so much horsepower that... Oh, whoa. No, it's that fucking light. Well, I mean, there's no motor in it, but... Wait, you know how race car guys are like 700 horsepower ain't a lot of horsepower, and then they like grab their car like this and like move it? Yeah, my shit still makes 2,000, so suck a dick. Look at that, bro. Oh my god. All right. So at the front, roll bar goes into the cab. That's gonna be like a plexiglass back window. We're gonna tint it and everything because I'm gonna drive the shit out of this truck, so I want it to still be nice. So roll bar, we got a massive, an air dog or a fast, I can't tell.
Looks like air puppy.
Air puppy. Got air dog. Got, what the fuck is this? Is this a sway bar? Sway bar for the rear. This is like, was it your drag link or track bar? One of the two. Drag link, track bar, whatever. It's got a truss on the axle now. I never had that. That's sick as fuck. Adjustable suspension. That's why it sits like it's squatted right now. And then look at all the, oh my God. I've never seen how somebody actually did this. So these are just bedsides, obviously. Instead of buying a whole bed and cutting it up, they just bought bedsides. And then they're all bolted with these little mounts all the way down the line. So I made like a subframe basically for the bedsides to bolt onto. That's sick as hell. Oh my God, look at the, fuck, what the? It just keeps getting better. The traction bars right here are adjustable. There's so much adjustment. Oh, what the shit? Look at all those holes. That is crazy. So we're gonna go to the track, I guess, do a whole track day, test and tune, and figure out exactly where the suspension has to sit.
You could drag and drive this.
I could drag and drive this. I could drag and tow this. I could put a hitch on it and tow another car, a GTR or some shit, and then drag race both of them, and then drive home with your girl in the passenger seat. Not my passenger seat, my girl's passenger seat in the GTR. Oh, look at the best part. You gotta come here. Look down there. What do you see? The webbing? Oh! It literally says GFP. Holy shit. This isn't a reveal. This is literally just a sneak peek. So obviously when we pull it outside, when we drive it outside, we'll show you guys a whole in-depth of everything that they did. And Cole will be here so he can explain all of his ideas around everything. From the outside, this is crazy. This is insane. This is like one of the coolest projects I've ever done, to be honest. I've always wanted a drag truck, and I technically had a drag truck for a bit, but I never got to drive it around the way I wanted to drive it. And it wasn't really built to handle me. So this truck is entirely built not just to be a drag truck. It's like, okay, Gabe is gonna drive this as much as he physically can, rain or shine, gonna drive it to a drag strip, drag race all day, do burnouts afterward, and drive it home. That's the whole idea of this build. Probably gonna be the most driven drag truck ever, because nobody drives a shit. It's supposed to build, legally speaking, you have to have a rear bumper. We're building like a detachable roll pan that you can literally walk up, put the roll pan on, drive around the city, take it off, drag race. Okay, just making sure we use the same one. You don't know, but this cap means a lot, because this is like the only cap that we used on Murder Ram, or this style, I should say. Oh, it's just like, it just feels like Murder Ram. I know my motor's about to be ready, or it is ready at the machine shop. We fully built a 6.7 for this. I know, because my bill was pretty massive. This is the most amount of money I've ever spent to go fast, ever. Actually, no, I had a GTR. Let me rephrase that. This is the most amount of money I've ever spent in a truck to go fast, 100%. So we got, motor has to get picked up. I got, thanks to Tyler Hooter and Brace Johnson, actually, I have massive garden hose injectors. Like the first time I actually have garden hose injectors, they're twice as big as the ones that are in Cowboy and the 4th gen that I have right now. You could imagine. You've seen how much that truck smokes and how much that truck moves. Double it. And then we're either gonna do a massive single or compounds or triples. I'm not sure yet. A single would sound the best. Single would be loud as hell. Compounds would spool better, be better for drifting and stuff, but compounds can't be sprayed with nitrous. So I'm thinking a big single in nitrous, honestly. Especially if we want to get over that 2,000 horsepower mark or more. I think big single would be insane. Like a GT55, like 100 millimeter single. 14 mil pump, huge 14 mil pump. Most amount of fuel they make for a 6.7. It's gonna be insane. I'm fucking geeked as hell. And also, this thing is so fucking clean. Wait, does it have fucking steering stabilizers now? What the fuck, dude? It did not have that before. So it's not gonna drive like a 2nd gen anymore. That's the biggest idea with the whole new frame and new axles and everything. This is a 4th gen now. Just, it looks like a 2nd gen, and 4th gens drive very, 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 very nice. I'm impressed. This is gonna be sick. I honestly don't know what's more impressive to me right now. The H1 Hummer in the front, or I lied. It's Murder Ram. Dude, my OG headlights with the GFE logo.
Are you keeping those?
Yeah, if not Braxton, the guy in Texas that built these, I'll just have him make me a new set. But yeah, I want to keep the OG Murder Ram vibe. It's just nicer.
So wait, you're putting on newer parts on a 2nd gen. That's illegal. You can't do that.
What do you mean?
It's not. You're not putting 2nd gen parts back on it. That's VIN swap.
Well, is it because the VIN of this is actually a 4th gen and then the cab is a different VIN?
Yep.
The feds are probably going to take it away from me until I show them the titles for both of the trucks, and they're like, oh, that's not illegal at all. Another big thing. So I'm talking to JTX. There was a really cool thing I saw at SEMA. I saw a drag truck, a couple of drag trucks actually. Big wheels, but they were bead locks. Shout out JTX. Those are gonna be insane. So we got motor, trans, wheels, tires, finished the interior. It looks like the suspension and everything's almost finished. finished. And then we'll be ready for like a first startup. I'm definitely coming here for the first startup. No, I don't care if we're literally in Puerto Rico. We're driving. No, we're flying here immediately. We'll land a helicopter outside, get the startup video, and then go back to whatever the hell else we were doing. It's gonna be insane, dude. We're gonna warm up, ask a big H1 Hummer to help us push the truck out of here. What a good day. Aren't you glad we didn't sleep?
Yes.
Honestly, same. I thought your shit was cool. It's not cool. My drag truck back there is fucking insane. That's gonna beat me? We're gonna race?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude.
There ain't no goddamn way. Listen, I'll let you run for 5 seconds.
Oh, then you'll
and I'll catch you, no problem.
Yeah,
I bet I catch you in an 8th mile. 100%.
I'm running off the road. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's just gonna hit you.
He crushes the competition, but I just die. I get put into a ditch. The biggest piles of garbage. It's bad because they look good. OG trans, garbage. New trans, garbage. That's like literally like 10 grand. No, more than that. And trans is just sitting here. And both of them don't work. I'm trying. I think I'm just gonna steal the Hummer one day and bolt on 26s, and then you're gonna be like, damn.
Dually swap it.
Can we dually swap it? It wouldn't work. If I could dually swap a side by side, we can put them on a Hummer. You can also just paint these and throw them in the garbage. That literally pisses me off. That makes me so mad. You're that guy off Facebook? Fuck you, honestly. Like, okay, he was like, you could send it back and I'll take it to the dealership and see what they can do. I already paid $1,300 to have the trans overnight shipped to my house. I don't want to pay any more money to ship it back. And also, Brandon, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass because literally that truck drove perfect and then you drove it. And he's like, well, I didn't do 5-minute long burn-ons in it. Yeah, but you drove it in limp mode on the highway in 3rd gear, redlining it. Of course it was gonna blow the trans. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just mad that I don't get to drive my truck. This summer's gonna be sick. We're gonna be like, have the world's biggest truck in progress. Murdergram will be finished. Big Show will be back. I bought an F450 yesterday. We're gonna pick a car for Jade literally like next week, I hope, if we can make up her mind. If I can make up my mind. If we can make up our minds. I don't know, there's just so many projects. This H1 is gonna be sick when I gap the fuck out of it. Corey's not even gonna drive it. I'm probably gonna drive it more than Corey does. Fuck you. These bumpers are really cute. Yeah, it reminds me of like a billboard, sideways fence post. Make sure to smack the tail light.
Yeah, please do. Just smack the idiot by the tail light.
Don't hurt your back.
Don't worry about my back.
This truck was literally made to haul your tires. Exactly 80 inches, just like my cat. My murder M will pull more G's than that fucking green Huracan ever even dreamed about doing. There's my Big Show truck.
Oh yeah, there's two later. Wow.
Did you have to stop to fucking look at it?
Well, yeah.
Hey, I can't do two things. Well, you know, like you turn on the music because you can't see.
That's murder ram. That's a fucking turd.
That's not murder ram. Jesus Christ. Okay, what's worse in the daylight? Close the door. No. The brown looks sick, or copper, whatever, tan. I don't even know what the fuck to call that. That looks sick. Here, look at this. That is so fucking cool.
Wait, there it is.
Tight. Put a little fucking iPad screen in it. Be tight. Watch Netflix while I'm gapping everybody. You first.
I don't think you're gapping shit.
You literally have to be murder at first kill. Dude, that turbo is gonna be the size of your face.
I got 2 of them.
It doesn't even matter.
It's a tractor.
And the 1 turbo is still gonna be bigger than your 2 turbo.
360 millimeter turbo.
You ever see a tractor? You sit on the transmission. You need one of these for your house.
That's a motherfucker.
A motherfucker? Is that the brand?
MF, dude. Motherfucker.
Speed range. Slow, slightly less slow, still pretty slow. You're kind of going somewhere. We might get there someday. That's all she got. Honestly, I'll probably just sell everything and just buy one of these. That'd be more practical, you know? I don't like people thinking that, like, you know, money changed me or anything, so I gotta go back to my roots and drive around a tractor while I pick kind. I literally just need it rolled out there so I can take pictures. What do you think of it? You like it? Yeah. It's pretty sick. I didn't know it was that much went into it, to be honest. Like, oh, a couple of gold bars here and there and a little bit of black here and there. That's a lot of shit back there. Outside. Looks really fucking sick outside. I can see all the details. Strap on the roof, that's how they moved it last time. Again, very dirty. But now you can see how clean the frame and everything is. It looks brand spanking new. Good job. I'm impressed. Like, really impressed. I didn't know that much work went into it. You can't tell from pictures on Snapchat at all. What's the white bar? Oh, it just has to be painted.
So the transcooler now.
Gotcha. All right. Take some pictures and get out of Antarctica. that's great right there. Magna flow on a fucking skid. What is it? Forklift? Straight pipe fucking. It's cold. What do you expect? Jack's driving. Oh shit. Wait, are we gonna be twins? Alright, Corey's not really competition, but I think Jack and I are gonna have a little race. That'd be sick. When is this supposed to be done? Right after mine, I'm assuming?
Whenever he gets ready.
Alright, Jack, I'm coming for you. Horse and buggy? No, there was some.
There goes murder around.
There was.